welcome back, and today I'm going to tell you about a storm. Yeah, a kind of storm. And it's just called erosion. And now, here I do wrote some questions, and what my project to do is answering all of them. Okay? And let's go to the first question. What is erosion? What is erosion, And so, let me tell you, erosion is kind of like a washing away storm that it also contains, like a wash away things with wind or a river, which got a mountain side, kind of like that. Ice and ocean with waves, because only the ocean doesn't have anything, or landscapes. No. Kind of like a rock falling down from a hill, kind of like that. I don't remember. Well, anyway, let me tell you. I'm gonna tell all of this, and so let's see what do all this will do to the rock. So we will call it erosion if I tell that the correct way. First, the wind. As for wind, for the rock, it stands still. It's really hard, correct? And so the wind, it going to takes years and years and years to make it stone sculpture. It's like mostly from a desert, The wind going to do is like blowing directly at the rock, which the wind is pretty strong, and the little sand is very weightless. It's very light, and so the wind can pick them very easily. The harder the wind, the rocks will turn to sculpture much more faster. And so what will it do? The wind going to use the sand to use by like a tool. A wind is a kind of man, and the rock is like a tree, and the sand is like an axe. So it will take long enough, really long, for the man to cut down a tree just by some sand. It's kind of like the sand. I think the sand going to like scratching all over on the rock, and the more scratching, the more shape it will be. Kind of like that, And how about those rivers? So the rock from a mountain going to run towards down and right at the river, and so the river going to be really long, from super high to low at the ground. Okay, and so what will it do? It just keep washing and washing the rock. If the rock is at the bottom of the river, it's going to much more easier to do it, because it will be stuck right at the river. And so the river will going to like keep pushing down the water, because the earth go gravity, right? So right at the mountain, and we jump down, we'll go right at there, and you know what happens. And so at the river, the water will just keep pushing down and down, because you know about gravity, I already said it. And so after years and years and loads of years, erosion to the rock. The rock can be make it smoother and smoother, just like the pebbles you always say. Not always pebbles should be unsmooth, very scratchy and harmful. It can be like a pebble. It's very smooth. Or what about the ice? The ice, such as I remember, it's like the rock will be frozen right at the ice. So when soon it's going to be warmer, and so the ice will be pretty much thick enough to get a lot of water, right? And so after it cools, the ice is going to turn to water, and then layers of water going to wash the rock, right? That because the ice doesn't melt all of them in a quickly way. It's like washing each layer. It's not like whoosh, all done. No way. Just washing each layer, okay? And so if a rock keep washing like that, it'll soon turn to a pebble, a small little rock. And out here, the ocean. Since the rock has been gone to the seas and oceans, it soon will float. If it's small, but if it's big, it will sink. Yeah, sink. But if it gets to the ocean, the waves can be really strong or it can be really light. If it is too strong, it will whoosh and whoosh until the rocks turn smaller and smaller until it turns to sand, right? That's because the ocean is so big. It would be taking, if it can't land on the ground or at any kind of beach, I don't know, it can stop turning to sand. And that is why when you go to the beach, you dive down to the sea, you grab up a handful of sand, and that's why we got some sand under the water instead of some rocks. Just very normal. And last is landslides. I finally remember that. Landslides. It's not a slide over rocks. It's like where rocks has been broke from a mountain, and soon it will be rumbled down on a hill or a mountain. And the more scratched to the ground, the more it will be smaller, right? The more smaller, the more it turns to this, the cute little pebble. It's like from big rock and it's smaller and smaller and smaller, okay? And so that's how the erosion, how the wind, the river, the ice, the sea, and the landslides done to the rock. Now you know it? And soon is question number 2. Is erosion harmful? It do pretty harmful, you know? It's like a kind of storm that wash away things or crops. The farmer would be angry about this. It's like you got some good crops here. You got corns, you got strawberries, got potatoes, carrots, blah blah blah. And soon something came. It's called rain. Rain can do also make erosion too, right? But I too forgot to add rain in here. And so if it rained too much, it can start to make too much water, and soon it wash away soil. And if it keep on washing away, the root and the plants will keep on washing away, because the plants cannot go too deep underground. The more deeper it is, it do got lava down there, and so maybe the roots cannot reach that far. And so if it just immerse soil, and the rain going to wash in a lot, right? And so the plant's going to wash away too. So goodbye plants, and the farmer will just angry about this. But our houses would not really that harmful to us, because if it's too much rain, it can, but if not much, it's okay. At least some kind of houses got door really high and they do got some staircase, or if not, how can they even go home? And that is for erosion protection. Even though I'd never seen an erosion before in real life. And number 3, what can it make? Whoops, I already said this. So, bye-bye number 3, I already said it. And number 4, stone sculpture. And so, look at this beautiful rock. It's so beautiful, it looks like a mushroom. Use your imagination and think about something else. An upside down dress. I can only see it. Or a biggie mushroom. I can only see it. And I can only show an example of this stone sculpture. Very beautiful. Right on the mountain? Yeah, right on the mountain. Give me a clap. Give it a medal. It's number 1 beautiful stone. So give a like if you like this rock. Give a subscribe if you like my whole erosion thinking about this. Okay? So now, goodbye. Oh wait, we got some questions.
Thank you for your presentation. I love it. I just have a question. How long does take to make a right like a hole in a rock? How long?
I think it can be some big rocks to turn to small little tiny little pebbles. It can make billions of years, but sometimes it can just take some years or about hundreds. Yeah, kind of like it. It must take a really long time to make this from a normal rock to a beautiful number 1 beautiful rock. Okay? Yeah, because the rock is really hard, so it will be really hard to make it into another shape without any tools. For nature, going to be harder if it doesn't got any tools to make, because we're not humans like us, right? And so, got any more questions, or I'm going to end this video right now?
The second question is that what make change fastest of erosion?
The fastest, huh? Maybe I think it's the landslides. Be that because the rocks, when it falls down, it can bump into other rocks or bump into the ground really fast, and so it can be like crashing into each other and throwing out tiny little pebbles, kind of like that. So the landslide is going to be the fastest. It's going to break the rocks into hundreds or millions of pieces.
Okay, thank you.
Anyway, goodbye guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!